Welcome back, Dodecadorks. We're the 12-sided guys. We have Scott as Ornan.
At your service.
Sabrina as Sylvie.
Oh, hello.
Jordan as Mogram.
You're most welcome.
Matt as Guy.
That is my name. Don't wear it out.
And me, Paul, as the Dungeon Master. All joking aside today, this is a very serious, tense episode, so there will be no frivolousness, tomfoolery, or even, dare I say it, shenanigans during this intro. What the? Oh. I already planned something for this intro before our last session ended on such a precarious note. So Scott, can you mute all the funny sounds I had planned to pop in during the intro? Okay, Scott's writing something on a slip of paper. He's folding it up. He's passing it to Matt, who is in turn passing it to Sabrina, who's now throwing it across the table to Jordan, who's making it into a paper airplane, and he has launched it at me, and I am catching it. I am unfolding it now, and I'm reading it. No, Scott cannot mute the funny sounds that were pre-planned for today's intro. Okay, so I'm going to need you all to ignore whatever sounds you hear. First off... Please rate and review us on your favorite podcasting app.
You guys are the fart noise in there.
It really helps us be seen. Sheesh. Secondly, there's merch in our shop any Dodecadork would love, so check it out. Thirdly, Patreon has bonus content, and for $5, you can listen to our after show, Your Neighbor's Potatoes, and for $10, you get access to all the maps and battle maps, as well as character portraits. That's a slide whistle. Lastly, FanX 2024 is right around the corner, so come see us there and hang out with us. Aye, puppy. Anyway.
No, that one's staying just as it is. No replacing that.
Anyway, if you were a lady night elf running around Azeroth just for the /dance emote, then this podcast is for you. It's Chorus of the Forsaken, episode 52.
Dude, you know I was.
I know you were. I know you were.
I feel a little called out.
Fun fact, actually, that dance that she did was from a French pop star named Alizé.
Fun.
And I can sing some of her songs.
Save it for karaoke next month, bud. Excited. Hold you to it.
Well, welcome back to Via Severia, Chorus of the Forsaken, and the laboratory of Bubbles the Necromancer. Last time we were together, our heroes were confronted by a clay construct that came stomping across the lab, trying to smash our heroes, and ended up literally doing nothing. He got pushed back by Ornan. Then there was a Kelemvor's specter showed up and blocked the way. So this clay construct ended up getting blasted from afar and destroyed. Afterwards, Guy smartly did a pass between into the lab from the hallway, grabbed a chunk of the clay construct and placed it in the doorway, turning off the fire trap and allowing everyone into the lab where I was going to say investigation.
Sylvie more smartly said, hey guys, we should maybe not be here.
I was going to say you guys started investigating, but you also started looting. Doors were opened, curtains were thrown back, things were found, including numerous potions. There were some spell books, as well as some other tomes of some kind. You discovered dead bodies and bones. You even discovered some clay pots full of clones of Bubbles. You smashed the pots, you stole the staff and the wand and the books and the potions.
Hey, we picked it up. We picked them up. I don't know if we stole them just yet. We're still here.
We haven't had a chance to steal them. We're just holding them so far.
Yeah, he wasn't using them.
Yeah, you also discovered Bubbles' little apartment, including a teleportation circle on a balcony that teleports way down low off this mountainside and into the forest. You can see at a distance, hundreds of feet down, another teleportation circle. So that must be the way in and out of this lab when you are in Loxania, which you have determined. Lastly, you discovered Jingles, Bubbles' brother, the construct, the other being, the being that
Frankenstein. He's a Frankenstein now.
The being that
Scott, do you have something to say
oh my
about
gosh.
that?
I do. But I think in an effort to just keep things moving, I'll just think it in my head.
The being that Ornan has been seeing through whenever there are dreams for these dreamers. Jingles at first was responding with eyes up and eyes down because he is unable to control the body, but he can control the eyes. And then, smartly, Sylvie realized that she could cast Detect Thoughts, and a conversation took place with Jingles, the young boy, who is trapped in this body and wants nothing more than to be out of it. It has even mentioned that they would be willing to disappear from this plane if it meant getting out of this hell that he has been trapped in for hundreds of years. Guy took a rest in order to get back some of his spells so he could attempt to send Jingles' consciousness somewhere else. And right as that... Oh, another thing that happened, the power source up in one of the towers, there is this gyroscope that was kicking out energy. Ornan bonked it, and it is now slowly winding down as it slowly comes out of center. And like a top that loses its momentum, it is beginning to wobble and will eventually come crashing down.
Unless, of course, this is a dream.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
Oh my god, that's a terrifying idea. What if we're trapped inside?
Oh my goodness.
That was a reference to Inception about 10 years too late.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's never too late for Leo. As as Guy finished the short rest, everyone finished a short rest, but Guy actually was coming down to begin the process.
Sorry, I think you misspoke right there, Paul. I think you said it's never too early for Leo.
It's never too young for Leo.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Come at me, bro.
I'm not touching that. But as everything was about to kick off, Bubbles showed up in the teleportation circle, arriving back at his lab. Ornan and Magram are in the hallway leading to the main part of the lab, and they have spotted Bubbles. Sylvie and Guy, as well as Baldric the Bard, are up still in the lab, and that is where we stopped last time. So before we get started with real time, there was a short rest that happened. I want to make sure everyone has a chance to roll their hit dice, as well as get an extra D6 of hit points back as Baldric plays his Song of Rest.
All right, well, Sylvie is at least feeling good.
Oh.
Close your eyes
This is nice.
and rest your head. In an hour or more, we could all be dead.
Oh, jeez.
So take a short rest. You know you're
Mumford
dead
and Sons.
when you get up with morning wood.
So dumb.
Close your eyes and rest your head. In an hour or more,
I expected more laughs. Matt was like, does it rhyme with breast? And I'm like, no, it's a better rhyme scheme. But
take a
apparently
short
not.
rest.
It's called Song of Rest, and I was like, did it rhyme rest with breast?
When you get
I
up
did laugh, but I was muted the whole time. So sorry.
Okay.
I like it sounded like Mumford and Sons. That was very classic.
Well, just continuing.
Does it say
when you get up?
you know you're good when you wake up with morning wood?
It's because it's a Baldric song. It's a Baldric, and he does body ballads and ribbled riffs.
Yes. You know you're good when you get up with morning wood. All right. So you guys have all had your short rest. Everyone's rolled their hit dice. So we're all as good as we can be. The last thing I said last time is we are going to roll initiative next time. And guess what? It's next time.
Man.
So everyone, roll initiative.
Oh, geez. Come on, Matt.
Oh, I'm nervous about this.
Oh, nat 1 for a 3.
Ornan got an 11.
Markham got an 18 with advantage on his initiative. He would have had a nat 1 though too, so that's fun.
Sylvie got a solid 11.
Okay. Baldric got a 12. And so we're just going to go ahead and get started. I imagine the music is starting right now. We are starting.
Probably started right after you said roll initiative.
Yeah, that's what we
There
do.
you go. Well, anyway, just a quick reminder, there is a large laboratory that is a little bit further north, and that has Baldric and Guy and Sylvie. They're all kind of more in the north section. There is a small room off to the west where the body of Jingles is standing still. Then in the doorway at the south that leads from the hallway into the main part of the lab, there is Kelemvor's specter, or the specter of Kelemvor, that is standing guard, this large kind of Grim Reaper-esque figure with a massive greatsword in its hands. And out in the hallway, we have Magram about halfway down the hall, and right at the door to the teleportation circle, we have Ornan. So we are going to start at the top of the initiative with a layer action.
No.
Wait, we're in a very powerful necromancer's lair.
You are 100% in his lair. All right. Ornan?
Yes.
Bubbles looks around. You see his eyes are, he has angry eyes. He has the eyebrows pointed down in the middle.
I do that too.
Oh no!
And he looks at you and he points and says,
Die.
and for the next round, Ornan, you cannot be healed.
Oh, what?
Ooh, cool.
Okay. And now at initiative 18, Magram, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at Ornan and say, "It's time to pull back. Pull back, Ornan." And I'm going to run and use the dash action to get to here, way back into the room. So I'm gonna dash past the spectral kind of guardian figure of Kelemvor's specter, and dash a little bit into the kind of east side of the room behind some of the pillars.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. And that is your turn. It is now Baldric the Bard's turn. He sees that something is going on. He quickly looks around the room. He remembers what the plan is, and he points at Guy and he says, "You got this, you son of a bitch." And he gives you Bardic Inspiration. So you have a D8.
I love it.
So Guy, you have a D8 of Bardic Inspiration.
Did we also do a predator handshake when he said that?
He's not quite next to you, so he's like 10 feet from you, so he doesn't quite do it. He just points at you and he gives you a thumbs up. And then he is going to. Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action. Correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then he is going to. I'm looking at his spells. He is not a damage
Really quick, Paul,
dealer.
how big would you say Baldric's die is?
It's a D8.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah. And he is going
that's a
to.
good-sized die.
It is a good sized die. He is going to actually cast.
Yeah, but a lot of times they say they have an 8-sided die when it's really more of like a 4-sided die, so you really got to double check that.
And honestly, 6-sided die is the average. So.
And there's nothing wrong with 6-sided die. Nobody's saying that. I'll just.
So suddenly you see it. You can't really see it per se, but the sound coming from the hallway of like Ornan still kind of like making noise and kind of I'm not going to say screaming, but suddenly it is gone. There is now no sound coming from the hallway as an area of silence covers the entrance of the lab. It is now kind of centered around the specter of Kelemvor. So that is what Baldric does. Sylvie, it is your turn. You are way up, kind of in the lab to the north. You're kind of by that symbol there in the middle, but you're on the north side of that giant magical symbol in the middle that was diffusing or negating the power of the necrotic energy.
I was considering running through that, but I won't have enough movement, and I don't want to get stuck silenced. So I think what Sylvie's going to do is move all the way up to the edge of that silence bubble. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm just going to hold an attack. If anybody comes in here, not if anybody. If Bubbles comes in here, I'm going to, let's see, what am I going to do? Magic missile him.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. But for now, I'm just going to hang out here and see what happens.
Okay. As a legendary action, Bubbles points at you, Ornan, and casts a spell. He is going to try to hit you with a spell. First off, he has to actually hit, and that's only going to be a 16.
That will miss.
Okay, you see this beam or this, I don't know, how is it described? It doesn't matter. I'll describe it how I want to. You're standing there and suddenly you see this beam of like greenish blue, but also kind of putrid energy go shooting by your shoulder. You can feel like the cold, but it's not like cold damage. You feel like the chill of death that creeps right past your shoulder, but you are okay.
Wait, so a chill of death almost touches Ornan?
Maybe. Hey, Guy, why don't you make an Arcana check and see if that's what it was? Anyway, all right, we are now to Ornan's turn.
It tickles your taint slightly. Don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh.
Ornan is gonna.
I'll have what he's having.
You kind of liked it.
Ornan's gonna bonus action summon Ephos, so he's gonna get big.
Okay.
I'm gonna also run into the hall. I can get to about here.
So you're still in the hallway, but you're like right up next to this spiritual guardian thing.
And I'm gonna prepare.
And in the silence now. Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna prepare an action. If he comes within my threat range, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. All right. That is going to be another legendary action from Bubbles. And that is another spell coming at Ornan. That is going to be... oh my gosh, another 16. I rolled the exact same thing 2 times in a row. All right. That was a legendary action. 2 legendary actions down. 1 left to go. As Bubbles steps into the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He moves towards you, Ornan. And he is going to... Let me look up a spell real quick. Ornan, please make a Constitution saving throw as Bubbles points at you again and says some word that you don't understand, but it's just kind of like it makes your ears tingle and not in a good way.
He can't hear because he's in silence.
Oh. No.
You don't hear. That's right. You don't hear anything, but make a Constitution save.
That is a 10.
Oh my gosh. That is 25 necrotic damage as light is cast upon you.
Oh, jeez.
That is Bubbles' turn. There is one more.
Ornan opens his mouth to talk, but no sound comes out.
That is all that Bubbles can do. He's got one more legendary action, but Guy, it is your turn.
All right, so Guy is now, he's got to get this plan in motion. He's going to say, just to everybody in the room, he'll just kind of yell out, I have to get Jingles out of here. If there's combat, he's going to become an opponent. So I'll move, let's see, I got to move down about 20 feet to see Jingles, and he is, let's see how far away he is, because my plan is to cast my version of banishment, and it's a 60-foot range. Oh, and it's exactly 60 feet, so I will look over at Jingles, and I'll give him a little wave, and I'll say...
Peace out, bitch.
No. Relincere inter. And I will cast what I call Trap Between. and it's a Charisma 15 saving throw.
Jingles fails. You get the impression that Jingles wanted to fail. Suddenly, this insanely powerful and quite frightening being standing in this closet, not moving except for the one time that it swung out with its sword and hit Ornan. It moves just like, how would I describe it? Almost like when Goku moves really fast and it kind of like lines out and he's gone. That is basically what happens to Jingles. Gone. You've moved 20 feet. What else are you going to do?
Oh, I got another 10 feet to go. So I'm going to move back north 10 feet toward the room. And you know what? I'm going to get safe around a corner. So I'm going to do another pass between as my bonus action to get up kind of into the office by this other open door that leads out onto the balcony. So now hopefully I can duck out of view and then pop out to send some eldritch or some arcane bursts at Bubbles if he shows up.
All right. Awesome. That is your turn. And we have Bubbles making one last legendary action, another casting of Chill Touch upon Ornan. And that is going to, oh my gosh. That is going to be another 16. That is 3 7s in a row for this stinking spell.
Heck yeah.
That is Bubbles' turn. Now we are back to the top of the initiative order, and it is initiative 20 and another layer action. This time, Ornan, you feel your body suddenly give up something. It felt, you didn't realize it was trapped somehow, like you felt your chest was constricted, and suddenly that ends as now you are able to be healed again. As Bubbles disappears from sight, Ornan, I'm going to roll a d6.
Oh, man.
Maybe he left because his brother's gone.
Suddenly, Bubbles, who has built this lab, has lived here for probably hundreds of years, knows every nook and cranny, knows all of the blocks, all of the spells, all of the enchantments here in this place, disappears from Ornan's view out in the hall, and from the electricity that is arcing around these clone jars, steps out within 5 feet of the electricity. As a layer action, Bubbles is able to teleport anywhere in the lab, or from anywhere in the lab, to within 5 feet of one of these power sources. Man. You guys have explored this whole place. There are 3 of them. There is one in the north of the lab where the clay construct was. There's one in the south of the lab where the clone jars were. Those are both on the east side. And then the third one is actually down at the actual power source itself, which is in a tower that is at the end of the hall, which is even further south. FYI, it was random which one he popped up at. So now Bubbles is in the room. No more legendary actions.
Wait, where is he?
Yeah, Bubbles is behind a pillar over by where the clone jars were. Mogram, it is your turn at initiative 18.
Ooh.
Wait, if he came in here, doesn't my can I magic missile him?
Yes, you can.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, let's give him. That was 4 damage at level 2, which is what, 12?
That'd be 4 darts.
That'd be 16 damage.
Oh, 16. Okay, cool. 16 damage.
And for the first time that you guys have seen, Bubbles has taken damage.
Oh, yeah.
Huzzah!
All right. Okay, very good. Okay.
Bubbles.
All right. Mogram, you are up. What are you going to do?
Okay. I think let's do... Sorry, I should have had this thought out in advance. I wasn't expecting him to be right next to me. I think I am going to summon Kelemvor's swirling ether. Let me just make sure that the specter of Kelemvor is not concentration. It is not.
It's not.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm going to summon up Kelemvor's swirling ether, which I think puts him within that range.
Is it a 20-foot radius?
15 foot.
15-foot radius. Bing! Ooh, yes. Bubbles is right on the edge of that radius.
Okay.
So on his turn, he's going to have to make a save.
Yeah, and I don't know that there's anything else I can do as a bonus action. So I will do that, and we'll go from there. We'll see how this goes.
Okay. All right. It is now Baldric's turn. Baldric has cast silence. Recognizing that that is not helping anymore, he is going to dispel that or stop concentrating on that if I can actually somehow get it to turn off. Baldric turns towards Bubbles and is going to cast a spell. Bubbles is going to make a Constitution saving throw, and that is going to be, that is not going to be enough, but Bubbles is going to save anyway as thunderous exploding noise blasts out right by Bubbles, who is getting hit by the Shatter spell. The Shatter spell cast at level 3, which is going to be a total of 14 thunder damage halved to 7.
We got him on the ropes, everyone.
All right. And then Baldric is going to move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move back into the kind of the office space, the living quarters as well, further north where Guy is. All right. Ornan Opalbleacher, you are still out in the hallway, but you're right by the archway that leads in.
Sylvie went first last time.
All right, Sylvie, you are up.
All right. Well, I am going to definitely travel back up north, but honestly, as far as I can, so 25 feet. I don't know, that magic missiles seem to do a good trick, so I think I'm just gonna keep on keeping on with what I was doing.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit him again for 4 damage each, and I'm just gonna do that first level this time, so that is another 12 damage.
Okay.
He's crying.
More damage to this guy, yes. Pretty soon he's going to get his legendary actions back. Just an FYI, I gave him his legendary actions, but because he was so late in the initiative, I didn't think it was fair to get all legendary actions and then a turn and then more legendary actions because he did not roll good initiative. So, anything else that Sylvie wants to do?
I don't want to Misty Step anyplace. I'm gonna hang out here for now.
Okay. All right, Ornan, what are you going to do?
So Ornan is going to run into the room 30 feet. Actually, I don't know that I can even see him.
It looks like he might be behind a pillar.
So Ornan ran as far as he could into the room to the east side, just a little bit south of Mogram. And I still can't see him, so I'm going to shoot. Gonna move.
Okay.
And I'm going to get right up. I don't want to touch the electricity. So, but what I'd like...
Yes, if you get within 5 feet of electricity, it will zap you. I think I said that last time.
I'd like to be like in the pillar, like in between these two pillars here.
Of course. Sure thing.
All right, so I just moved like an additional 5 or 10 feet. So now that I'm next to him, but I can't do anything else this turn. Oh, wait.
Okay.
I am going to drink some mycelium mead.
That might be a good idea because it is now Bubbles' turn.
And I healed myself for... I rolled a 1. 8 hit points.
Oh
my gosh.
I think Bubbles will have to do his wisdom saving throw for the swirling ether.
Oh, yes, he will. The very first thing. That is going to be a... What's the difficulty?
DC 15.
That is going to be a 14. So close, but failed, but then succeeds. 2 resistances have been burned up.
That's okay. All right. That's fine. It's fine.
You
Whatever.
mean both or 2?
I said 2. So how much damage does he take from your swirling ether?
So he will take 19 would be normally the amount. So I guess 9 damage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But it is now his turn.
Boo.
Bzz.
Give up now and we'll let you live.
All right. His 7th level spell is gone. He already used it on Ornan earlier in the night. But there is a 6th level spell.
You didn't get me that time either.
There is a 6th level spell that in this case is actually more potent.
Oh no.
You see him reach into his inside of his robe and pull out a handful of like black dust, and he throws it out into the air. It spreads abnormally fast, and everyone in a 60-foot radius.
Oh no.
I will say Baldric and Guy are not in it. For one, because they're not even in the same room, but because they are far away. Magram, Ornan, and Sylvie, I need Constitution saving throws, difficulty 17.
Oh man.
Ooh, okay.
This is a huge level 6 spell.
Oh my god.
Oh, Magram only got a 9.
Ornan got a nat 20 for 26.
Nice.
Okay, Sylvie got 16, but I think I have an ability. Heck, where'd it go?
As a gnome, don't you have oh, no, it's Constitution. Never mind. I was thinking gnomes have advantage on
Yeah.
mental saves.
Int and whiz, yeah.
Maybe that was it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of then. Okay. Never mind, sorry.
No problem. Where I'm trying to look to see how much damage it is.
It's intelligent, wisdom, and charisma, not constitution.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
38
Dude.
necrotic damage,
Ouch.
halved to 16 or to whatever 18 for 38, halved to 19 for Ornan.
Jeez. Okay.
Don't like that?
Well, that hurt.
Is everyone still standing?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Not much, but
Oh my goodness.
You couldn't have rolled a couple more 6s on that maybe for us? There,
There were a lot.
Out of 8d6, there were 4 6s. Yeah, that was a big roll. Okay, that brings us now. It is now Bubbles has regained legendary actions. Guy, that's your turn.
For my concentration check,
Oh, yeah.
do I have to roll a
You have to roll
17 or 18?
You have to roll a 19.
What is it?
It's a 19 you have to roll.
It's a Constitution save, though, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, come on, big money, no whammies, and I lost it. So,
Oh, no.
Oh.
Ooh,
I
this
only
rolling
rolled a
eater's
12.
gone.
Goodbye, Cadmere.
All right.
That's right.
That's right.
And zips
All right.
up. You
All
were
right.
too beautiful for this world.
Guy, it is your turn.
Things sound like they're pretty bad out there, right?
no, we're doing fine.
Oh, actually, one last thing that Bubbles will do is he calls out and he says,
Jingles, help me.
all right, Guy, it is your turn. You sensed this immense blast of power that just emanated through the lab to the south, but it did not get you or Baldric as you guys are here in this kind of apartment.
Okay, well I can't see anything. I can just see I can see a couple friends hurt, but I can't see Bubbles. So I'm gonna go ahead and move south out of the room until I can see him. Oh man, I have to go so far to see him. Okay, oh there. I can see him right there. So I move 20 feet south and now I can see him. Oh, do I make myself known though? If I lose concentration and Jingles comes back, that's bad news. But I'm gonna send 2 arcane bursts his way anyway. So the first one is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
For only 5 force damage. The second one is an 18 to hit.
That will hit. Yes.
For 14. So I went from a nat 1 to from 1 on the damage to 10 on the damage. So total of 19 force damage, and then I have 10 more feet of movement. And we went back up in the doorway, out of his view. So hopefully he can't see me. Where was that? Right there. So he can't see me.
That is now Bubbles' turn again. Well, his legendary action. So, as a legendary action, Bubbles is going to reach out and touch
Face.
Ornan, who is right next to him. That is going to be a 23 to hit you.
That will hit, unfortunately.
Okay, you are going to take 12 poison damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save, difficulty 17.
Is it a constitution to be poisoned.
It is.
I have advantage against poison.
Okay, so you get to make it twice.
I'm also resistant to poison.
Okay, this isn't poison damage. Oh, so you take half the damage.
Yes.
And then you get advantage to not be poisoned. Let's see what you get.
Constitution, you said?
Yeah, difficulty 17.
I rolled a 17, and then for, just for funsies, I also got a 25.
Yeah.
Nice.
So now you can make your con saves.
Well, it matters now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was 2 legendary actions to do that noxious touch to you. Okay. We're back up at the top of the round.
Can I just, really quick, say that I'm disappointed that nobody else liked my reach out and touch face comment?
It was good. I was just very scared.
Seriously about to poop myself over here.
Before it's your turn, Magram, it is layer action again. This time, it is a layer action that is one you have not seen before. Bubbles is looking around, wondering where Jingles is, but points at you, Magram, and
Oh, crap.
says,
Your life for mine.
you feel a tether grab your guts, Magram, and connect you, almost pulling you at the navel towards Bubbles. For the next round, until initiative 20, anytime Bubbles takes damage, you have to roll a difficulty 17 Constitution save. And if you fail, then you take half the damage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my.
So,
Oh, my.
Magram,
Oh no, I was about to wail on him.
it feels very similar to when you stick a needle in somebody's arm or neck and connect it to yourself, only the reverse. It feels like someone is siphoning you and your essence away. What are you going to do?
Got any more of that urine-based dispel magic?
I sure do not. But, okay.
While you're thinking, one more thing that happens at initiative 20. The electrical arcs start to go wild. They don't hit out more, but they are more and more uncontrolled. And I want everyone to make a perception check. Sylvie, Ornan, and Magram to make a perception check.
Okay.
Ornan got a 10.
Magram got a 10.
Sylvie got a 6.
Okay. All right. That is what you guys notice. Magram, what are you going to do?
I feel that pull. I'm not going to say that to anybody else. And Magram's going to first say, Hinky Punk, now is the time. And he's going to send his Hinky Punk here, just north of Bubbles, to make an attack.
The Hinky Punk shows up in this space of darkness and fear.
Nice.
And I got a nat 20 on his attack for a 27.
Oh my goodness. So how much damage?
So it would have normally been 10. I think that's 16 damage then.
16 damage. So, no, it's 20 damage. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, yes. No, you're right. It is going to be then...
It's 20,000 damage.
It's going to be 16 damage.
Sure.
Magram, make a Constitution saving throw, difficulty 17.
Okay.
Oh no.
A 21.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Bubbles takes all of it. Okay.
Nice. Okay. And then I am going to quickly pull up the crossbow and shoot him with my hyperalgesian toxin. For the next round, the next hit that hits him, he will have vulnerability to the damage. It'll do double damage to him.
Oh man.
And then Magram is going to say, swing away, Ornan.
Oh no.
Okay. After Magram's turn, it is the last legendary action of Bubbles. There is a cantrip coming directly at... Actually, it is coming at Ornan and Magram at the same time because you guys are within 5 feet of each other.
Oh man.
So I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws, difficulty 17.
Oh, okay.
Ornan got a 9.
Magram got a nat 1 for a 3.
I've discovered your weakness. There is. Oh, that's not the right roll. Wait, yes, that is the right roll. You both take 11 acid damage as an orb of acid explodes between you.
Ooh.
Legendary actions are now done until Bubbles' turn again.
You guys have to be
Ornan's hurting.
so low.
Ornan's hurting pretty bad.
Yes. Very bad. It's very bad.
Wait, yeah, how is he looking? Is he looking pained and bloodied and sad?
Bubbles is looking rough. Yes. Bubbles is looking hurt.
Okay.
Bubbles is Bubbles is still standing. We are going to have Baldric is going to step out 5, 10, 15, and he is going to look down at Mogram. I think he can make it there. Bonus action, 60 feet. Let's see how far away we are. Okay. Mogram,
That was some good sound effects, Paul.
thank you. He looks at you and he says, "You got this, you son of a bitch!" And then you have a D8 of Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, well, that's kind of you.
And then he is going to also cast a spell, and the spell is going to be casting a 3rd level healing word on Mogram. Mogram, you get 13 healing back, and then
Beautiful.
he is going to move back the 10 feet to be back into the room, hiding from Bubbles. Okay. Sylvie, it is your turn.
All right, Sylvie, I am not going to try to mess around. I am just going to continue to magic missile this dude in hopes that we can get him. I'm going to use my last 3rd level spell here, and that is again 4 times 6.
Oh my gosh.
So that's
4 times
what?
6?
No.
20. No,
4
it's
times 5.
4 times 5.
4
Oh, yeah,
times
3rd
5.
level,
He is
sorry.
vulnerable to the damage. It should do double damage, though.
Oh, okay. Wait, he's down.
Wait, does it do one of the darts or all the darts?
Because you can split them to different people, can't you?
Yeah,
That is a very good question.
it hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range.
Yes. Is it?
Wait,
Well,
it does say the next time you or an ally hits the cursed creature with an attack. So,
Oh, and this
I don't
isn't
know
an
if-
attack. This is magic missile is not an attack technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
okay. So, not for you. So, it really will be for Ornan to swing away on.
Okay.
No.
That was still
all
a
right.
big hit. 20 hit points from a magic missile.
And if you're
Anything else
wondering why
going
it's
to do,
not an
Sylvie?
attack, it's because there's no attack roll associated with it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Also, because it could just be tickling you. In the same way that it could just be static electricity. Don't worry about it.
That's right.
Actually, sorry, I forgot it was so much. I'm going to run back towards this back room where Guy and Baldric are. I'm still not quite able to get all the way there, but I'm going to be closer and further away from Bubbles.
Okay. All right. Ornan, it is your turn. You are the last one to go before Bubbles gets
Come
another
on.
turn. And then he also gets his legendary actions back.
All right. Ornan is going to swing, and as he's swinging, he's going to say, "We came to set the soul of your brother free." The first one is an 11 to hit.
That will miss.
The second one is a 17.
That will hit.
That one,
Come on, big damage.
that will do 11 damage plus, plus 3 from Ephos, so 14. And then I'm going to smack him with my skeletal brand, so the fiery skeletal hand will brand him, and he needs to make a DC 14 strength save.
He rolled a natural 18.
And he also takes an additional 9 fire damage, so that's 23 damage total for that hit.
Hell yeah.
With vulnerability on part of that damage.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So he'd be vulnerable to the 11 probably.
Let me do the math here real quick.
Ornan's ready to spin the shaft too.
So 34 damage.
10 million. 34,000.
Yeah, so let's see. 22, 25, 34.
Give me a second. Okay, I'm doing the math. Normally, I would ask, Ornan, what does this look like as you strike bubbles?
Oh, man.
But as you swing with your hammer, I need Mogram to make a DC 17 Constitution save.
That.
It's okay. Swing away, Ornan. Come on. Oh, I only got an 11.
You have a Bardic Inspiration die.
You do,
I do.
and it's a D8. You need a 6 on that D8.
You
You
can
need a
do
6,
it.
7, or an 8.
You got this.
I got a 4. Dang it.
Oh, no! How much was the damage again total?
34.
That was for
So
both
se-
hits?
For
Or you only hit once?
I only hit once, and all of the damage was 34.
All of the damage was 34. Mogram, you take 17 damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh no.
And because of that connection, Bubbles is barely standing. But he's standing.
Ornan is gonna spin the shaft.
Oh, shoot!
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Shaft. Gotta love it. Can you dig it? Oh,
That is
yeah.
a 26 to hit.
That's a 26. Okay, roll the damage.
I rolled a 2, so 8 damage.
8 damage total?
8 damage on that next hit.
Okay.
And then I only got a 9 to hit.
Oh
on the,
no.
As you hit Bubbles, you see Bubbles' eyes roll up in his head as he falls to the ground. But before he hits the ground, his hand shoots down, holds himself up as he looks up at you with blood dripping down around his beak as he has 1 hit point left. So actually, no, here's the deal. He doesn't just have 1 hit point left. You did it, but because of one of his skills, he is back to 1 hit point. It is Bubbles' turn right now.
Okay.
Bubbles cannot heal. Bubbles has 1 more spell to do. I don't need to know your hit points, Ornan, but would you say you're bloodied?
Oh, barely in
man.
double digits. Barely.
Oh jeez.
I need a oh my gosh, you guys. Shoot. Okay, I need Mogram, you take a death save. As suddenly,
Okay.
you fail a death save. As suddenly,
Okay.
the area around you is full of just like this smell, this stink, but even more so, the buzzing of wings as insects suddenly come out of nowhere. They smell like the bugs that would come out of a corpse, and they start biting and attacking. Mogram, you fail 1 death save. Ornan, I need a Constitution saving throw from you, difficulty 17.
That's a 23.
Okay.
You take 24 halved to 12 damage.
I am still standing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, brother.
My gosh.
Oh jeez.
Finish
All right.
him.
Oh,
Bubbles.
barely. I have double his hit points.
Oh my gosh. Let me just check the radius, actually. Let me just check how far that would be. Okay, Sylvie, I'm sorry to do this to you. You are also in the circle. I need a Constitution saving throw from you. Constitution 17.
No, you can't do that to me. I don't want to die. Oh, I did not make it. I've got 14. It doesn't matter what you're going to do to me. I'm dead.
24 hit points of piercing damage as Bubbles looks at you, Ornan. He says,
What have you done with Jingles? Well, we set his soul free.
Oh man.
Guy, it is your turn. You
Things look-
hear the buzzing of these bugs just all over the place here in this room. Even
Are they still there?
They're still there, I think, right? Let me check. They are still there. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to come out just so I can see him. I see Sylvie down at the edge of these bugs. I see Mogrim laying in a cloud of bugs. I see Ornan like on his last legs, and I see a bloody Kenku necromancer also on his last legs. And I'm going to shout out Ruptis and send 2 arcane bursts right at Bubbles.
Come on.
Okay, so the first one's a 20 and the second one is a 25.
So here is the deal. I need you to roll the damage on the first one.
First one's 13 force damage.
Mogrim, you fail another death saving throw.
No!
Bubbles, as Bubbles is looking at you, is that the third death saving throw?
No, it's the second.
That's number 2.
No.
Come on.
And you're next. You're
And
next.
It's his turn next.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
You guys, Bubbles, this body drops. Ornan, you barely hear from his beak him say, "You all are dead." As his body falls down, a tongue rolls out of his beak and his eyes roll up. In his head, we are going to jump to the top of the initiative order.
Wait, hold up. That was it's still my turn.
Oh, yes,
And
it
Do you
is
have a
technically.
bonus action that you can do?
I don't.
I know in
but-
Baldur's Gate you can throw potions.
But actually, I could do a bonus action. Could I administer a potion to Sylvie?
Yeah, you can administer a potion with a bonus action to Sylvie, yes.
Okay, so bonus action, I'm going to administer a healing potion to Sylvie. The kind that I currently have is a.
It doesn't matter if it's a suppository. Just give it to me, bud.
It's just a normal potion of healing, so that would be.
Aw, man.
Here, I'll roll it for you. 2d4 plus 2. You get back 7 hit points.
Yay.
But also, because I killed, I don't know if it's technically killed, another humanoid, I should have a specter appear as well.
Give me 1 second.
So Sylvie is safe, and potentially there's a specter ally here for the end of the fight.
As you kill Bubbles, as Bubbles falls, you see a bluish, kind of pearlescent, glowing specter starting to rise up, kind of wiggling and pulling and trying to manifest out of this body, as suddenly a golden hand reaches up, grabs the shoulder of this being that you have seen before. You see a slightly shocked look on her face as it is pulled back into the body, and from the body erupts a glowing golden being. It is a man, well dressed, a jacket held together with many buttons from the neck all the way down to the belt line. You can't tell what
Chubby hands with rings and bracelets.
chubby hands with rings and bracelets.
Okay.
No hair on the top of his head, just a fringe of hair around the side, but a powerful bearing, a confident bearing, looks and surveys the lab.
And I'll just shout to him and say, "What can you do for him?" And I'll motion to Mogrim. And of course, the specter can't do anything.
Okay, the moment we've been putting off.
Oh no.
Mogrim, you have 2 failed death saving throws. I'm going to need you to roll a d20.
Okay.
Come on, big money.
You can do this, dude.
I'm closing my eyes. I'm waiting for you guys' response.
I can't breathe. I'm like
We got this,
Okay. Here we go.
bud. No!
It's a 5.
No! Oh my gosh!
Oh
No.
no.
Oh no.
Somebody perform CPR?
Oh no.
Mogrim?
Oh no.
You are lying there on the ground. Your eyes flutter open. You see Ornan standing over the body of Bubbles. You see the Hinky Punk floating around as it looks towards you, recognizing something is happening to you. What happens here in Magram's last moment in Via Severia?
I think, his mind kind of flashes throughout his life, recalling his childhood, recalling moments in the college at Vetgard where he first became a Krahanest, the dismal times where he was on march during the Inquisition, his first encounters with the Hinky Punk, his fleeting love that he had with a fellow researcher at one of the Krahanest research academies, his fleeing from that entire event, the horror that ensued, his life on the run after that, all of the events over the last few months, it all comes crashing into him, and he feels a strange sense of calm. I think the Hinky Punk kind of flitters and flickers and kind of hovers over towards him, and the ghostly pale wisp-like arms of the Hinky Punk kind of reach down, and he closes his eyes to accept the inevitable as it yanks his soul from his body and then disappears into into the ether.
Oh no.
I always knew that thing was trouble.
Oh my God. And with that, I don't think we should cue victory music.
No.
You are all standing here in this lab, your ally lying dead on the floor. We are leaving initiative. What do you guys?
I mean, this place is about to blow, right? As far as we can tell.
We should take him with us at least.
As you guys see more and more, you're not as caught up in the fight, you can see that the electricity, the power in here is arcing more and more haphazardly and sporadically. And we'll say it even is now starting to arc out at 10 feet instead of at 5 feet. It is becoming less stable in this building.
Ornan bends down and picks up Magram's body, barely standing himself, and says, "All right, let's get out of here, I guess."
Yeah.
There is Bubbles' dead body here on the ground. Jingles is nowhere to be seen. Guy, at some point you recognize Jingles is gone. And as soon as you have that realization, suddenly back where Jingles had been standing, you see this figure, this amalgamation, this construct, this monstrosity that was housing Jingles, and it stands there for 1, 2, 3 seconds before it falls to the ground, lifeless, no power, no intelligence within it anymore. This golden specter floats around you, Guy. It is investigating the room with some interest, but it keeps trying to get your attention. And I imagine you're not having any of it right now.
No, I'm not interested at all. At all. Just quickly, we have to get out of here.
Baldric moves along as well. You all rush back to the teleportation circle. You can see in the tower over on the east side where the power supply was, you can see more and more and more electricity and power arcing out in ever increasing waves of sporadic chaos. As you step back on the teleportation circle, Guy traces the image with his finger, and you guys feel the world dim and disappear as you are shot through the ether back towards Clodvina.
As soon as we get back into the shack, Guy will yell, "Quick, where's Annalise? She may be able to do something." And he'll go tearing off, trying to find where she was.
Okay. As you rush out and you call, Annalise, Annalise, you see her step out of the Weathered Willows Inn and look back in your direction. She has a frightened look on her face, hearing your voice as she comes rushing towards you. She's like, what is it? What happened?
It's Margrim. He fell. You have to do something. You have to be able to do something.
She moves past you into the shed. She sees Ornan holding Margrim.
He's not breathing anymore.
Use what your god gave you, Annalise. You can do this.
She says, lay him down. Lay him down.
All right. Ornan will gently put him down on the ground. We're still in the shack, so he's kind of on the stone floor.
She pulls out her symbol of Aona, and she rests her hand on Margrim's chest. And then she turns to you and she says, this is beyond my power, but I can do this. You can hear her voice start to break as she begins to cry. And then she says in a soft voice, Aona, protect this one, if it's possible, that he might come back to us. And she casts gentle repose on Margrim's body. He is beyond, is it raised dead?
Revivify.
He's beyond revivify, but some other spells might still be able to work. She turns back to you and she says, his body will not decay. He will stay in this state for at least 10 days before we need to figure out what can be done. But it's important to remember that we cannot force his soul back into his body if his soul has found peace. If his soul has found peace, it will stay where it is. But if there are things left undone, there's a possibility we can bring him back.
Does he have a will with a DNR in it?
He wants to be brought back.
He does. Like hell, we can't do it.
We will bring him back. And if he doesn't, we'll stuff him into a body like Jingles and make it work.
She
Not really. That would not be right, but he's coming back.
She thinks about it for a second and she says, we are in a large city and there are powerful people here. I know that the head of my order here, the Archprelate Gladys, may very well be able to access enough of Aona's power to do this thing. There is a temple of Selune as well. And there is the glass house of Shantea. There is the temple to Lathander. There are other options that we can try. It will not be cheap just because the components are so expensive. And this power that we would need to harness it's not foolproof.
What's the situation with the worship of Kelemvor here? Honestly, would a Kelemvor worshipper even want to be brought back from the dead?
I have had some conversations with Margrim over the last few days, the last couple of weeks of our travel. And honestly, that never came up. You knew him better than I did.
He has to.
He wants to come back. He's got more pee to taste.
He's got to come back.
Let's
Don't touch my urine and delete my search history.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still processing this, guys.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So Annalise says, what happened to Bubbles? What happened on the other side of that teleportation circle? And as she says that, Sylvie and Baldric are still kind of standing on that teleportation circle. Suddenly there is a loud crack as the stone that it has been drawn upon, that it has been etched into, breaks and a long crack runs from the bottom left corner all the way to the top right corner, breaking this circle. This is no longer usable. You imagine something back at the lab happened that made the lab inaccessible.
Well,
I can't imagine what could have done that.
we found Bubbles' home. We found his laboratory, and I think honestly all we've done is succeeded in delaying him for a bit.
Should we go somewhere and talk where it's not here in this shed?
Let's get him to... Shantaea's nice. Maybe we should go see Shantaea. I'm afraid if we take him to Aona, to your archprelate there, that there may be too many questions about who he is, why there's a member of the Crawhen Nest here needing healing, and his identity may come out. So maybe we avoid anything with ties to an inquisition. Does everybody agree, or
Whatever it takes to get him back. That sounds good to me.
Yes, let's be about it.
all right? Let's go see if we can find that little butter gondola again to take us to the Temple of Shantaea.
They were pleasant conversation.
I mean, they were raging racists, but yeah.
Yes, they were funny.
Seems like everyone in the city is.
I mean, but their racism was especially cruel and like creative.
That's why I enjoyed it. It was
Oh
quite
my goodness.
wild, some of the things that they were saying.
It's amazing what they could make rhyme, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
And you'd never think they were brothers. The voices didn't sound at all alike.
You guys are this is a big thing now that I have to do. All right.
No, I think,
Oh
hey,
my
Paul, I think
gosh.
the bigger thing is the fact that Mogram is dead.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit more where my stress is lying.
Okay. All right. As you guys, you have this dead body of Mogram. You guys are going to just carry this dead body of Mogram through the streets?
This not yet alive body.
This not yet alive body. Okay.
He's been unalived.
I mean, honestly, hey, Ornan, you have a big backpack. Maybe we don't carry his body through the streets like this.
We do the carpet thing like we did last time.
Baldric says, well, there are boxes here.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can just put him in one of these boxes and carry the box.
I don't want to bend him all like that to fit him in.
Just keep pushing that leg in there until it pops. It'll fit.
Rigor mortis has not set in yet, so
It's like
he's still kind of bendy.
season 1 of Breaking Bad, trying to fit him into the tub.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, lead the way. Lead the way.
Onward.
Okay. You guys are going to head out and head towards the glass house of Shantaea. That's what you guys decided to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The glass house of Shantaea. It will require you guys to cross the Great Serpent, and you'll move. Well, actually, you guys can just take the gondola all the way there. It's up kind of by the theater and by that central palace, the Cladvina Castle, where the Baroness lives. Yeah, you guys head back out to a canal, look for any passing gondola, and we'll say, yeah, there is a yellow gondola with 2 halfling brothers who are pulling it along, and one of them singing, elves, elves, we hate elves. The other says, who hates elves? We hate elves.
I remember their songs being wittier before.
Yes. Maybe we were a little drunk last time.
No, I didn't. Like, elves will attack us in our sleep, so we better get them first.
Jeez. I thought there were more rhymes last time. We're just giving you a hard
I
time.
know. You guys are making this hard for me. You're making it hard for me.
Oh, we're making it hard for you. Oh yeah. Aw.
Did you just sing too close?
I sure did. Actually, it was Baldric who sang it because he knows that song because it's a body ballad. All right. As you guys make your way, you find a little butter, this gondola. They say, hey, you need a ride? And you all hop aboard this gondola as you move down the Great Serpent towards the glass house of Shantea. The glass house.
As we're going, I will say to the rest of the party, it's like, we have to get him there quickly, so that way his soul doesn't have enough time to like realize how great the afterlife is, and he'll want to come back. I feel like the longer we wait, the harder it'll be for him to come away from like whatever heaven's like. I don't know, topless beach volleyball.
I don't know. If it's anything like that story you told, that's horrifying.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Topless beach volleyball.
Okay.
As you guys sail down the Great Serpent, this main thoroughfare of a canal through the city, you can see the glass house of Shantea. Remember, it is now late at night. It is about midnight or so, maybe even later than that. And you see this large stone structure. The whole roof is this green glass. You can see lights that are like shining. That the whole roof seems to be shining right now, as there are lights inside that are lighting up this basically huge greenhouse. You move towards the Temple of Shantea. You hop out of Little Butter as they paddle on down the road or down the canal, and you go to the door of this temple. And as you push it open, you can see that it is light inside. There are torches lit. There are sort of these different flower beds all around. You can see that there's even trees growing in here. Ornan, why don't you make a history or nature check?
They're both -1, so... Oh, but I got a 15.
Oh, nice.
Okay, as you're moving through, you guys see these different like plots that have different plants and different crops. And as you're moving around, Ornan, you even notice that there's one plot there. It's like probably 30 feet by 30 feet that has a bunch of plants that you recognize from Glimhaven and underground. They are actually raising these underdark plants, including this tree that has like gray bark and like purple leaves. And as you look at this tree with these purple leaves, like the
susser tree, the susser bark tree.
I was going to call it the palm tree because the leaves look like hands, but I realize that palm trees are real things.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. They do call it a palm tree. They do call it a palm tree. And you would just know that, they have different palm trees up here. But yeah, there is this palm tree with these hand-shaped purple leaves. It's a little bit kind of foreboding and kind of creepy, especially as the leaves start to fall, and also you'll get this like purple hand on your shoulder. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. And you see...
We make thatch with those back at down in Glimhaven.
There is a sleepy-eyed cleric of Shantea, one of these pastorals, these kind of lower-level acolytes, who is got a candle in their hand. They've got the long nightcap and the long gown. There's like, hey, what a clatter, as they come out rubbing their eyes. And they say,
sorry, we rose it. We rose the clatter.
No, sorry, there was such a clatter.
Welcome to the glass house of Shantea. It is quite late. Is there need?
Great need. We have a friend who could really use your guys' help.
Is it fire blight? Is it?
It is death.
It's literally
Ornan
death.
pulls Mogram's head out of the backpack.
Just like pulls it up by the hair.
Lolling out like,
By the ear, just.
Oh no, he looks terrible. His eyes have been replaced by X's.
He goes, oh my goodness. He steps back and he kind of looks around. Annalise speaks up. She says, his body has been preserved. It will not decay. I performed a rite, but he's beyond my power. Is there anyone here in the glass house who would be able to help him, should he want it? The pastoral, he says, well, the high pastoral, yes, potentially. I'd have to go wake her.
All right, we'll wait here.
Okay, I will.
Whatever you're charging, we'll pay it. Just get her quick.
Okay, I'll be back. And he moves on into the temple, and you guys are left here in this greenhouse all alone. Anything anybody wants to do?
If they ask any questions about what happened, we can say something about we can't say too much. This is official Krahanest business. It has to do with the necropurge, the ongoing necropurge or something. Yeah, this was a trusted source or something like that.
I say we feign ignorance. I say that all we know is that he's part of the Krahanest, and we don't have any info aside from helping him.
Do we need to say anything?
I'm just saying if they ask, it would be one thing to say, the problem is he still dresses like he's in the Krahanest. So
I know. He's quite... he's not very inconspicuous.
Right. So it's hard to detach him from that. So I'm just wondering if they do ask, because obviously he's been murdered. He's been bitten by bugs and killed by something from within.
I've just got to say, I'm still losing quite a bit of blood.
Is Baldric with us?
Is with you. Okay, well, he'll cast a couple of spells. So will Annalise. Annalise only has like one spell left. So, Guy, you get back.
He is fine.
I mean, so not Guy. Ornan, you get back only 8 as she reaches out and touches you. And then...
That puts me to 10.
Oh. Okay, and then you're going to get another healing word, which is going to be that's going to be 9. So the healing word is more powerful than the than the cure wounds. All right, after about 10 minutes, you see the pastoral come back, and he is kind of he's leading the way, but he kind of looks subservient to this older woman as she approaches. She too is dressed for bed, but you can see that she has put on at least like a stole, like a shawl over her shoulders. It is kind of brown and trimmed with green. There's a little bit of like gold weave in it. And her hair is a mess. She too carries a candle. She is a halfling woman. As she comes in and she says, "I hear you have need of some healing. It is a tough thing that you ask, but I would be willing to try.
And we're willing to make a sizable donation to the temple to cover the costs.
There are different components that are needed that we don't have here in the temple. But if you could find a diamond that she kind of holds up a hand. She's like, yay big, so big. And it would be consumed. It would...
oh, that is so big.
It cost at least 500 gold pieces.
The size of your fist or Guy's fist?
She holds up her fist.
You guys are both gonna get a fist if you keep asking questions.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she holds up her hand and her hand's bigger than Guy's. He's got dainty hands.
I thought she was a halfling, though.
She's a halfling, so she's tiny.
He's
so
got
she holds
really
2 fists.
dainty hands.
She actually holds... No, she just holds
hands.
1 fist. 1 fist, you guys. A diamond the size of even like a 3-year-old's fist is massive.
Oh, I know.
So she says, we need a diamond, good quality. It needs to be free of blemish, clear if possible, but it would probably cost in the neighborhood of 500 gold pieces. I know that in the old ward here nearby, there's a jeweler who would probably be able to oblige when they open in the morning. We can keep this man here until that time. That will be fine. We'll just move him out of the greenhouse and into a private sanctuary. And when you are ready, come back, and we will try and see if this man does want to come back.
And when you say private, you don't mean putting him in like the compost pile.
No, that was Lady.
That's only for those who don't want to come back.
I'm thinking back to the
Crystal Codex.
Crystal Codex, yeah. That was a giant dung heap, sort of pile.
Oh man, Jordan.
This is so sad. This is so sad.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
You have to share that when this episode comes out.
Hey guys,
Nice,
so,
sweet prince.
Absolutely.
Do that?
the next few hours pass in a blur. You cry, you bite your nails. People are pacing. Nobody sleeps tonight, except for Baldric. Baldric actually, he says, "There's nothing more I can do. If you need anything more from me, I will be back at the Weathered Willows, and I would really appreciate talking with you again. And thank you for helping me and for saving my life. There's a song in here somewhere. I just have to find it." And then he leaves sometime around probably 3 or 4 in the morning. Annalise stays nearby. At one point, you guys are kind of gathered around, and you all of a sudden the room you're in starts to get warmer and warmer as the sun starts to rise, and the sun shines through this green glass, warming up this interior area of the glass house of Shantea. The stores are open. You race down into kind of the market area that surrounds the Grand Towers Hotel, and quickly you find a couple different jewelers. You go to the first one, and they're like, "Oh, we don't deal in diamonds; we're rubies only." And then somebody else like, "Topazes are where it's at." And then finally, you find somebody who's like, "Yes, I have a diamond, and this will work." He charges you 600 gold for it, and I'm sure you guys pay.
Oh, yeah.
As you race back to the glass house of Shantea, you run back in. You see that there are now some parishioners, some worshipers who have come in to take solace and find peace here in these gardens, as they walk beneath the trees, as they sit amongst the flowers. But you race right by them. You ignore all of these plants, all these beautiful flowers, and race right back to the sanctuary, where, laying on a table with a big bouquet of flowers on his chest, you see Magram. He has been stripped of his ulster cloak. He is laying there covered in white linen. He looks peaceful on his face. There are flowers all around this table that he is laying on, all different kinds. Ornan, you even recognize some from the Underdark. It's like they went around to each of the different little plots and picked a different flower to try to bring Shantea's power here to this moment. The high pastoral is standing there. She is now dressed. Her hair is now tied back into a braid. There's no more flyaways. She's wearing the robes, kind of the earthy colored robes of an acolyte, of a follower of Shantea. As you present her with this diamond, she says, "Please step back." As she steps up to this table, setting the diamond inside that bouquet on Magram's chest. She stands at the head of the table, puts one end on Magram's left shoulder and one hand on his right. As she looks up to the sky, you see there is a skylight, and the skylight is also this green glass as the sun is coming in, or not the sun, it's a cloudy day, but the light is coming in from the day. You are standing around as she starts to call out to Shantea, to this deity who is all about plants and about growth and about life. And she calls out. You see the diamond begin to crumble and turn to dust. And it doesn't fall to dust on Magram. It starts to break off and chip away into the air like motes of dust when you shake a blanket in a beam of sunlight. But it's diamond dust, as this diamond is used for this ritual. As you all watch Magram's body lying on this table, that is where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oof. So we don't even know if it worked.
Oh,
Don't
man.
know if it worked.
Oh my god.
Man.
Hey guys, I had a feeling it was going to be a serious episode.
Awooga.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Hey, thank you for playing. This was good. We'll see what happens next time when we all get back together. We will be doing a Neighbor's Potatoes right after this, so we'll see how the conversation goes. And until we get together next time, we hope you have a great time.
Man.
Jeez.
Oh my god. Ooh, heck.